So my name's Victoria Simpson and I was at St George's previously. I have two daughters at St George's. I have Tilly in lower 4 and Rosie is now in lower 5. I think lower school has many strengths. I think one of the main strengths is that the children have a really smooth transition from primary school to senior school. So often in other school environments they're the big fish in a small pond and they're moving to be a small fish in a huge ocean. So at St George's, when you come into primary 6 now, you actually have your own form class and you can have that stability of a form class, but you're in this new environment in the new building and you start moving across to the senior school for some aspects, for lunch, etc. But as they move on to remove, they have to start organising themselves a bit more with their files and with their timetable so they know they've got the right resources for that time. And they get to meet more and more of the senior teachers as they move on for more specific subjects. And then when they go into lower 4, it is almost like being in a senior school environment, but then again, they're still in that really safe environment so they don't feel the extra pressures. In lower school, the class sizes are a really small environment, and so I just feel personally, my daughters are always getting huge amounts of attention. The teachers are always giving them so much time and attention and they know them so well. And another massive aspect is my girls are very different. And St George's have embraced their individualities and taken that and made them much happier, more confident children because of it. I think in lower school, the children can still feel that they're young and they can have fun outside. I know that my daughter doesn't just hang around at playtime. She definitely uses the amazing facilities of the woods and the netball courts and have a really busy, fun time at playtime. And that is nice. They can still be children. They don't have to suddenly feel they have to be cool teenagers. They can still have fun and just be who they want to be. For a parent looking to St George's as the school for their girl, I would say embrace it full-heartedly because St George's will embrace you. They will come to you and ask for what you want and what's the best for you. They really tailor to your needs. We live out in the middle of East Lothian. My girls ride, as I said, and they have a bus that provides the support. They have lots of after-school facilities and they have a fantastic boarding house, which is really brilliant for us when we're living out of town for flexible boarding. So I really feel come and ask and St George's will deliver because they do really tailor to each and every girl. And they provide so many opportunities that my girls are just so happy and confident in who they want to be. I've been so impressed by the way St George's have managed through COVID. I feel like most of the teachers were in my house throughout. I think Mrs Bryce deserves an absolute medal for patience. I could hear Tilly continually saying, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it. And eventually she would say, oh, I get it now. They were there, the teachers were there for every lesson from 8:45 in the morning till 4 o'clock. And then even after lessons, they were on email. I looked at various schools when I was looking at for my girls' education, and I think we're very blessed in Edinburgh with the variety of schools we have provided. I'm also a teacher, so I've been lucky. I've taught on a supply basis in a variety of schools, so I could get sort of an inside feel. But for me, St George's, really, the class sizes, and I really enjoy the all-girls aspect. My girls get to see really good friends locally where we are at Pony Club. There's a huge cohort of boys, so I'm not concerned about the socialising with boys aspect. And what I was concerned about was distraction, I think, within classes. And my girls are really focused within the class. And when they're out of class, they can socialise and have fun. But within class, St George's was second to none for the class sizes and attention the girls would get. Another aspect when I was looking at choosing schools was the campus being in one place. For me, with my girls, I just wanted to know that they were safe in one environment, and the facilities here are phenomenal right on your doorstep. To have this sort of little bubble of almost like a countryside bubble within a city environment is really quite unique and special. And to be able to go straight across the road to the AstroTurf pitch, to the Games Pavilion, to the Music Centre is a really valuable part of St George's.
So my name's Sarah. and I've got two girls, Remy, who is 11 and a half, and she's in Remove just now, and Drew, who is just turned 9 today. She's very excited, and she is in primary 5 down in the junior school. So the transition process for Remy, it was a wee bit scary because she'd done more time at the local school. So we felt that there would possibly be a bit more of a gap between the level that she was at and the level that the rest of the class were at. So everybody was a little bit apprehensive of how that might work. But it was absolutely seamless. She's been made to feel so comfortable right from the start. I think particularly in some things like maths and English, spelling and arithmetic and things like that, she was worried that she wouldn't be up to the same level as everybody else. But they've made her, she's caught up so quickly, not by doing anything extra, not by doing anything that singled her out as needing extra attention, just different bits and pieces in the class, little bits of extra homework. Now she's up same level with everybody else, and it's been completely seamless. It's not really felt like much of a transition. It really has felt like just slotting into a new spot in a slightly different location. So it's all gone very, very well indeed as far as we're concerned. We're very keen to get involved in a lot of the extracurricular activities at St George's, and when we saw the list of these activities, we were completely blown away. It's like a big, huge, massive sheet of all the different things that they can do, and so mixed in with the activities that the girls already do out with school, they were able to get involved in all sorts of things that they just wouldn't have imagined being able to do at their last school. My younger daughter has been involved in fencing and drama and quiz clubs and all sorts of things that she just wouldn't have thought about doing at home. And my older daughter in lower school, she's a bit more limited because she has a lot of stuff going on outside school, but she's got really involved in running and hockey and engineers club, which she's thoroughly enjoying. I feel that the school gives us so much support as a family. We don't need to really worry about how the girls are coping, how the girls are doing, because there's so much feedback. I feel that we're extremely involved in all of the girls' learning. We get to meet with the teachers twice a year. We get lots of feedback home. We just feel that it's a bit of a worry off our plates. We know that when they come here, they're having a great time, that they're learning extremely well. Anything that they might be behind on is caught and brought to our attention rather than it perhaps falling further and further behind, and then it's us that notices when it's maybe been a thing for quite a while. It's just getting rid of that worry and knowing that everything is going so well and that they're really happy. I would definitely recommend St George's. I think one of the main things that I would say to other people, recommend to other people, especially with children the same age as my children, is one of the things that stuck out to us was the whole idea of lower school. I hadn't actually thought about it much before we moved to the school, but when we were explained how the school works and why there is a lower school, it just seemed like such a fantastic idea that they keep the girls at that sort of age where they're not really little anymore, but they're not really very big either. So they keep them together where they're in a place where there's no little ones to feel that they have to be, big and grown up in front of. And they can just get on with their own thing and be apart from everybody else in their own little space. I just thought it was a fantastic idea. And I know that Remy's thriving and absolutely loving it. The girls are extremely happy at school. It's working really well with all their little friendship groups. I know that the school's really they get their message across really well to the girls about including everybody and not mixing, not letting people not join in. I know they do a lot of that with the girls. Yes, She Can ethos is fantastic. You can hear it in the girls when they were at their other school, different schools, other things that they've done, just different things they'll talk about. Well, that's a boys thing, or that's what the boys do, or the boys are always in that class. That club gets taken over by the boys. So I love the fact that they come here and all of those opportunities are still there for them. They've not taken things away because it's a girls' school and you can't do that because it's a girls' school. Everything is available to the children, and they are told and they learn that they can do anything that they want to do. There doesn't have to be any sort of cap, or you don't have to feel silly because the boys are watching, or you're not as capable as them.